Howdy, everybody, and welcome to Bar E up in the beautiful mountains of Montana. This is a little bit of like a high plains, high plateau type of situation here, but welcome also to Bush League Saturday. Sounds kind of funny to say it, but we're doing a special potluck event, and happy to have you along. We're going to be flying a variety of fields today up here in the Montana high country. And our route that we're thinking here is going to be to go from Bar E to the southeast to a ranch called Kiley Ranch. This is just an approximate location because it's actually it's not operational anymore, so it does not have an identifier. But it's somewhere here. This is a little lake called Nevada Lake. It's about 5 miles east of that. So we're going to try to find it. Then we're going to head down here to Willow. We'll be going from Willow to Squaw Rock, and then we'll turn east to Cleese. And with any luck, we'll head back and finish back here. Finish the loop back at Bar E Private. So, like I say, happy to have you along. It's going to be a lot of fun. It is a different day, as I'm sure if you've tuned in and been a part of Bush League Mondays before, you'll notice it is Saturday, and it's also not 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's 3 in the afternoon, but we've done that because we have some special guests here. We actually have some special scenery developer guests, as well as just some friends from across the world that we've learned over the several months that we've done the Bush League events that there's a lot of people that enjoy this type of flying, and they can't always make a Monday night. And so many of them are just, like I say, from across the globe. And so we decided to go a different day, a different time to try to accommodate some of our friends that live in other places. So anyway, that's part of the reason for the change of date and time. And then would also just like to give a special thank you to a couple of the guys that are here right now. A couple wonderful scenery developers. Well, not more than a couple. So we've got basically we're calling this the potluck special because, like you do in a picnic, people are bringing their own special dish and everybody's coming together to make a great meal. Well, we're doing that with bush scenery, and so we have this is Bar E, and this was created by Downwind Sim. Somebody's up there ready to go. Then we have the scenery that we're going to after that actually be the second scenery. We're going to try to find Kiley Ranch, which is one I worked on. Then we're going to go down to MT Niner, which is Willow, and that was created by LP Nils. Then we're going to head to Squaw Rock, and that was created by Wookie. Then we head over to Squaw Rock is MT22, Mike Tango 22. Then we're going to head to Mike Tango 43. That's Cleese, which is created by Steve PHL. So 5 scenery designers, and we want to thank every single one of them for helping us out. This is going to be a super unique event and special because of that. It's great to see everybody, all the developers, own unique spins on these sceneries. But we're not done. Kind of we call this the dessert. So the sceneries are, they make up the entrees and the meal, but we have dessert, and dessert is provided by Vertical Sim, and what we're going to do at the end of the night is we're going to be drawing a winner from folks that participate in this event, and they will win any scenery from Vertical Sim Studios. So really happy about that, and want to thank Vertical Sim Studios for their generosity. We are in the Pilatus PC6, and we're going to kind of be toward the end of the line. We still have about 12 minutes or so until we get everybody basically ready to rock and roll here and entered into the event. So I'm kind of trying to jot some notes down here, and I'm going to head back over to the Discord stream, and I'm going to talk to our friends and just make sure we've got everybody accounted for. So let me hop back over there. And downwind, are you keeping track of names here, or should I keep track of names, or should we both and just compare notes?
I would say let's both keep track, and then we'll compare notes.
Awesome. I'm going to do that, and looks like we've got 3 or 4 more guys here to take off, and then what are you flying today, by the way?
Doing the prop strike.
All right, I think I see you. Okay, so I'm going to just take a second and make sure that um,
Are you still in the Porter, Brent?
a firm. And by the way, there's several guys. If you want to do the multi-twitch thing, the multi-stream thing, we have several of our friends that are streaming today. So 757 is joining us, and so you head over there, 757 Spy, and you can watch his perspective on things. Slant Alpha Adventures is another channel that you're probably very familiar with if you've been over here. We like watching the Slant Alpha Adventures. Wookie042 is an additional streamer that's uh, flying today, and he's also, like I say, one of the scenery developers. So that's pretty cool. Get his perspective on things. And then Downwind Sim will also be streaming
That
today.
Red Bull sponsorship.
And Downwind Sim does his may be a little unique because I think he's probably the only one that's flying in VR. So if you'd like the VR perspective, Downwind Sim would be Downwind Sim would be a good one to check out. But you can do that. I'm just learning about this. I'm like the last guy to find out. But you can do the multi Twitch thing, and I'm trying to it's called, if you Google search Twitch multi-stream, yeah, it's multistree.am, and you can set up. I'm going to put this in the I'm going to put this in my chat window here. Man, I have too many windows open. So you can have us all going, I guess, because I'm going as well, and I don't know how many streams you can have going, but it's actually kind of a kind of a cool way to do it. I had not messed around with it until a few days ago, and it's you sort of you have to pick and choose. I mean, you can turn everybody's volume on if you want, or you can just turn one person at a time, and then same thing with the chat. You can have several people going, or actually, I take that back. I think you only have one chat stream going at a time. So we're going to set that up here.
And Melvin, it looks like me, you, and Wookie here still.
Yeah, I'm seeing 3 of us. And so if you guys are ready, I still need to get all the names and get started. So please feel free, you guys. All right. And so I have. All right. So I've got all of my streams ready. I've got 757 Spy, I've got Slant Alpha Adventures, I've got Downwind Sim, and I've got Wookie042. And yeah, that's going to be information overload because I'm also going to be trying to fly my plane. And yeah, so we'll we'll see how that goes. Okay, let's start working through our checklist and see if we can get started. All my covers, tie downs are off. I think I've put in fuel. Let's make sure that we have the fuel. Oh yeah, I've got it topped off. 3 hours and 40 minutes should be plenty. And but with all the wandering around, I'm going to have to do who knows. So that looks good. So now let me just finish getting names of the folks that are joining us today, and then we can get started. So I've got that guy. And by the way, uh, if you don't have any other plans and want to join us here, we are sitting. It's Mike Tango 86. It is Bar E in Montana. And even if you don't have the scenery, 4 of the 5 airstrips are there, and I'm guessing that even in the default, this country is going to look pretty doggone nice. So come along, and if nothing else, you'll be entered in for a chance to win some scenery from Vertical Sim Studio. Oh yeah, I can see we got some guys that are going here. Oh, is he? Uh-oh. And downwind is I've got a guy named Tyon Cooper. Do you think he's a part of what we're doing? He's kind of his altitude and ground speed kind of matches a bush plane.
Don't know.
Looks like he's heading southwest to maybe one of the first points. I'll put him down. I'll put a little question mark. We'll try to follow up kind of at the end.
Maybe Dave might know.
Yeah, I'm unfamiliar, but who knows?
Well, I don't, if he gets back and lands, I guess back at Bar E, we'll know. So I'm just looking. I've got everybody that's
Yoke in the lap, Rob. Yoke in the lap.
I've got
Yeah,
everybody
we're down.
that is in the chat room, and and we do have somebody coming in. Justin Scott is in a DC3, and he's going to MT86. I don't think he's a part of our crew here, but he's flying into one of the sceneries that's um, well, actually no, he is. He's flying up. He's flying up to Bar East, so I'm going to put him down as a possibility too. We sometimes we have that happen where we have guys that kind of like I was doing this afternoon. I was flying up from my home field in Riverton. I just got a later start than I realized because I was behind by 2 hours, and Slant Alpha Adventures caught me and saved my bacon. I was still 150 miles away, and he's like, "Aren't we starting in 5 minutes?" And
Now,
sure enough.
Northwest, don't tear up the fences with that big DC3.
There aren't too many
I'll do my
trees to
best.
trim.
So I'm going to reach out to this DC3 that's.
Yeah, not at Bar E, but the rest of them's a mess.
I'm going to reach out to this DC3 that's inbound, and I'm also going to reach out via Vatastic to that the other guy that we don't know, just to double check and make sure they're a part of things.
All right.
Uh-oh. Northwest Orient has something on his tail here. DC the DC tree. Oh, that's good. Tree removal and landscaping is what that says. Oh my goodness, that is good, Will. That is really good. Oh, that's hilarious. All right, and that will give again. I think our friend, yep, I think Downwind Sim is heading out. I think there is our DC tree ready to go, and then that might be Wookie right there. And my model matching does not look great, so we're not 100% sure, or I'm not 100% sure what plane he's in, but that's neither here nor there. So let me reach out to these other guys, and I appreciate your patience, and then we'll get going. And anyway, we'll get going here, and that Mercy One, that might be that guy might be. There was a helicopter that was here, and a lot of times we'll have several, 3 or 4 helicopters flying with us. So that's one thing that's a little different about today. All right, well, we reached out to both of those guys, and hopefully we'll hear back soon with them. And we can go ahead and continue our checklist. And let's see. Parking brake is pulled out and set. Power lever condition, throttle, everything is idle or cut off. All of my switches, let's see. I need to check because yeah, everything really should be off. Gyro compass. I think I can leave that on. I think we're okay. No, I'm going to turn that off. Hopefully I won't forget to turn that back on. It won't screw me up here. And then everything here is off. All right, booster pump, master switch coming on. My fuel is full, making good volts and amps. And yeah, my pressure's good right there. I'm going to come over here, check the fuel.
See if I can spot the windsock.
It's on. If there is one, it's probably long, weathered, and Gandhi. Okay, so the booster pump coming on. The what else do we have here? Hold on. Prop area is clear. There goes the DC3. Very good. Very good. And let's see if we can get this thing started. Holding that for a 2 count. Waiting for 9 to 12. Yep. Igniter coming on. Condition lever to ground idle.
Not even an old stocking.
Look for tumbleweeds blowing across the runway. That's a dead giveaway. And
I'll
do
try not to do an imitation of a tumbleweed with my Kodiak.
I don't know if I have the noise cancelers. Oh, they were on. We're going to put them back on. It does a pretty good job of canceling out most of it so you can hear what's going on. All right, everything is stable here, I think. Yep, below 660 for temperatures. Yeah, everything looks good. So we're going to bring the condition lever to full forward. We're going to make sure that the gen comes on. We're going to put that gyro compass back on. I'm going to get the air going here because it's, like I say, fairly warm. Fairly warm. We'll take a look at the weather here in just a second. Let's see, what else? Avionics can come on. And starter can be turned off.
Bar E traffic, Skyhawk.
All right, there we go.
Here is departing runway 4. Bar E.
There goes our friend Downwind Sim. Hopefully you're watching him via the multi-Twitch stream. Yeah, that's working pretty slick. Here's what this 5x5. Here's what this looks like. So, like I say, pretty cool. I have everything muted here, obviously, but you can tune in and out those people that you want to see. And I think we are the last one, so that gives us a chance to do a quick restroom break, and then we'll be ready to go flying. So I'll be right back in about 2 minutes, and we can see if we can go down and find Kylie Ranch. So stick with me, and see you in a couple.
Alright, Bar E traffic, Skyhawk 748 Hotel Sierra departing the area to the west. Bar E, have fun, guys.
Same to you. Safe flying.
Bar E traffic, Super Cub is taking off from runway 04, intersection departure.
Show off.
Gotta use a Super Cub for what it's for, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So as I was walking away, I did hear a Super Cub that was departing, but I don't know that I have him on the list of giveaway people. So I'll need to check on that. If you're listening, if you're in the Super Cub and you're departing or you just departed, let me know who you are. I don't think maybe it was Wookie. I guess it could have been Wookie. I guess I thought Wookie was going after the DC-3. I bet that's who that was. Never mind.
Alright, traffic Douglas, November 341 Alpha taking off runway 4. We'll be making a left crosswind departure. Bar 8.
Very good, very good. And Bar 8 traffic, November 11816 will be back taxiing following the DC-3 departure, Bar E. Let's just make sure we have everything going. Gens are on, avionics are on, external lights as required. You know, we don't need a whole heck of a lot, but it is kind of nice to have position lights on, probably. And we'll turn the strobes on here in a little bit. I won't worry about the landing light per se. You know what? I will. I'm going to pull that down, and just to give us some more visibility. It's not a bad thing. Okay, is he off? I think he has departed. There he goes. All right, so it's our turn. And let's back taxi here up to the top of the hill. Tap the brakes and release that parking brake. And oh, I had the tail wheel locked. Okay. Let's try not to ground loop into these hangars before we even get started. I got to peek, get on my booster seat. This is a tail dragger and a bit tough to see, as you might guess. We'll head up the hill and depart runway 6. We'll get up to the top of the hill. We'll just brief the
Nice vegetation here, Kylie.
departure. Oh, thanks, man. Brief the departure. It looks like the lead bird has found the unmarked field, which is cool. I hope. I hope I can find it.
Yeah, Melvin likes to plant trees. He's quite the arborist.
Now, I did not plant very many. That's a lot of that's just the auto stuff. So I actually was proud of myself downwind for not going overboard.
That self-help group's paying off.
Yes, indeed. All right, turning around and facing down the runway. All right. Oh, don't go on the nose. Whew, boy. All right. So we are. Let's. You know what we haven't also done? We haven't briefed the weather. Let's do that real quickly here. 072 at 3. So yep, departing runway 6 is the right way to go. 3013, and it's nice and clear here. But that doesn't look like it's going to be the case as we go. 3013. Let me get that in before I forget. It ought to be pretty close because like I said, I just flew up here, or I was in the process of flying up here. 3013. Does that give me an altitude of about? The altitude's a little off actually, but that's all right. Wonder what would account for that. Do I have live weather? Yes, I do. Okay, well, regardless, we're gonna be going with that. And again, departing, basically a right-hand turn coming down here to the southwest. We're gonna be looking. I may tune in the Helena VOR here just so we get a sense of about how close we need to be. So Helena is 17.7. We could use that. Just about a 027. I mean, that's in the neighborhood. That would at least get us to the lake there. but otherwise, what we're going to be doing is we're going to attempt to pick up this. Well, I think initially I was thinking maybe we would try to shoot Rogers Pass or something similar to that. Gosh dang! Oh, Flesher Pass. Okay, so Flesher Pass. So we've got a nice 7,700 foot mountain that we can aim at, and just to the west of that will get us to Flesher Pass. Once we're in Flesher Pass, I think I want to divert and pick up the town of Lincoln, so kind of head a little bit to the west, and then from Lincoln we're going to turn south as the terrain allows, and there's a couple of little places to shoot through. If we really get lost, we can come out here. There's a little bit bigger set of lakes west of Lincoln, and we can come in that way. And I think once we find, or if we find, this little Nevada lake, we'll be in business. So that'll kind of be the plan, is Flesher Pass to Lincoln, and then Lincoln to Nevada Lake. And if we get two turned around, 17.7 and 270 will kind of be our backup plan here. And again, that's I hope it's going to get us to that would get us to Nevada Lake. All right. Well, right hand turn and heading southwest. That's our idea here. Good thing we're last. We're taking a long time up here. I should have had all this ready to go. Right hand turn heading southeast about 220. Probably would get us there. Okay. And Bar E traffic. Pilatus 816 departing runway 6, right hand crosswind departure. Bar E. Set of.
Where are you headed first, Melvin?
I'm gonna try to find Kylie Ranch. Whoa, boy.
All right,
Whoa, boy.
Sneaking over Rogers Pass.
Oh my goodness gracious. That's as bad as you can do it right there. I was not lined up. Holy moly, I was not. Oh, and I didn't have my tail wheel lock on. Wow. Kenny, you came at just the right time. You just saw an absolutely horrendous departure. And Bar E traffic, Pilatus 816, right hand crosswind departure. Whew, okay, goodness sakes. I'm going to need, by the way, Flesher Pass is 6,100, so I'm going to need that. And let me get some backlighting going here on my instruments. Wow, okay, that's a shaky start, everybody. That's a very shaky start. Goodness sakes. Okay, flaps coming up. And I got to keep my torque below 47, which we're at 40 right now, which looks good. I pulled back. Prop RPMs are about 95%. That should get the job done. And need to get up and over this little ridge here, basically, and then we can start looking for Flesher Pass. We have a little ridge line with a 7,700 foot mountain to negotiate. We're going to try to stay west of that, so we're looking for the high peak here amongst all the mini peaks. If we don't manage to find Flesher Pass, then not all is lost. I mean, this is the general direction that's leading us toward that Nevada lake. So anyway, the Queen MJD also saying hello. Good to have you. Good. I hope you were looking away at the departure there, because that was a squirrely departure. That was almost this baby was almost done before we got started. The thing I do like about this plane is that tail gets up early, and you do get rudder authority pretty quickly, and then you're you're rotating at 55 or something, so it doesn't you don't have to hold it straight for very long. You'd think you'd be able to do it, but yeah, I didn't. So there's 6,300. Like I say, the pass was 6,100. So I think if we get up here around 7,000, we should be in business. And then again, we're looking for a little bit of a ridge line. We've got a 7,600 and a 7,700 foot peak that should be pretty much off our 12 o'clock, maybe a little bit to our left. There's a nice
through Rogers Pass now. This is beautiful.
Yeah, it's some spectacular stuff. So that is our DC-3. He actually went a little further west. He actually went that away.
Past Rogers Pass, going southbound at 6,500.
As I look at the terrain here, I'm almost thinking we might be smart to do that as well. Head west. In fact, I think we'll do that. Let's head west. And there's a road that is pretty well defined.
Skyhawk, Douglas 43 Whiskey Tango 7 west of Lincoln, 7,500 heading for Rogers Pass.
All right. So he's coming back the other way. I think that's our friend Steve PHL. Apparently he's going to come up and take a look at it. 7,300. I think I filed 8,500, but VFR kind of at our discretion right now. Let's go ALT if we haven't already. Yep. Oh, that's ident. Let's go ALT, and we can turn the booster pumps off as well here. All right. We have the. I thought I put the landing lights down. Oh, that one is down, but I have one down but not on. Do I need to put the other one down? Position right hand, position down, and then I got to turn them on. That's right. I want the visibility. There we go. It makes for a little bit less aerodynamic action, but it does help with the visibility when you're flying around up here. So I don't mind having them. Okay, we're looking for. I'm kind of adjusting my strategy here. I'm looking for Rogers Pass, and let's see, what is that? We may. I was trying to head west. Yeah, I think we're okay. We're looking for a road that also has a little bit of a waterway, a little stream that goes along with it. It runs north and south, and should take us right over the pass. Kind of have a sneaky suspicion that it's over here somewhere. That might be it. I see the road. Yep, I do. Yep, there's the road. Let's see. Or there's a road, I should say. Does that have a little creek with it? Maybe. Maybe not.
Lincoln traffic, Douglas 43 Whiskey Tango over the airport, 7,500 heading over the pass.
Another DC-3, I like it.
Sweet, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I'll tip my wings for that.
All right, so let's keep an eyeball on this. We're heading towards Rogers Pass, I believe, here, which is just slightly north of Flesher Pass. But actually probably what's better about this road is that it takes me right to Lincoln.
It's 6,500 over Lincoln. toward Nevada Lake.
All right, that's our plan too. Sounds like a good plan, Mr. Downwind Sim.
I've thought about this a little while. This is a needle in a haystack. Nice job too, by the way, on all that.
Oh, the guys really stepped up and helped me out a ton. I just kind of put it together, but it's been a fun project. All right.
Yeah. So Nils is flying, right? I assume. Is he in with the bunch? I know his Discord's not working.
I think so, and I'm wondering if he's the. There was a Super Cub that took off right before.
I believe he is the Super Cub. Yeah.
Yeah, right before you, right, Will?
Yeah.
Okay.
The aircraft that took off right before me was Wookiee.
Right, right.
Yeah, he did an intersection departure before me.
Okay, that was Nils. Okay. Hey, there you go. Okay, very good. Hey, thanks for joining us today, you guys across the pond.
All right. Yeah, very good to. I mean, it's crazy how much of a multinational, international event this has become, and it's just really fun to see all the different countries represented. And I'm gonna probably mess this up, but I know Wookie is over in Europe. He's in Germany, I believe. LP Nils is he's actually a little further. If I remember right, he's actually a little further uh, east. Why am I thinking he's in New Zealand? We do have somebody. One of our bush flying regulars is from New Zealand, and if it's not you, LP Nils, I apologize. LP Nils might also be from Europe. Anyway, um, at one point, I think we've had 5 or 6 different countries, you know, represented or flying. It's just really cool to see that. And
Douglas 341 Alpha is 6,500 over Lincoln, returning southbound.
all right, so that's what we're looking for next is Lincoln ourselves. I would say that we have made it over the top. I don't know exactly where Rogers Pass or Flesher Pass was, but I think we're past the bulk of the terrain here. And so we're staying on this road right here till we see the city of Lincoln, and then at Lincoln we're gonna head south. In fact, I will adjust my sky vector to represent that. Looks like about almost directly 180. So yeah. All right. I am in the yellow here. I don't know why. How? Maybe because I'm descending slightly. Sorry, I'm typing here and trying to keep my plane level. Okay, there we go. We'll get to 6,500 ourselves, and then, like I say, I think we can. Well, we've got some terrain actually to negotiate here, so it does look like there is a 7,400 foot peak. Yeah, so it might not be the wisest. Might not be the wisest thing in the world to get down to 6,500.
RE
Douglas 4th, Whiskey Tango.
Wow. 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 All right. Good news, Kenny Monster. The overly huge volume issue is back. That's fun. Just when you think you have things figured out, I will turn my stuff down even more. I do have the latest version of Xpilot, and haven't had a problem with it for months. And then we had that happen one time last night on the stream, and or on the flight. I didn't stream last night. One time last night on the flight, and then and now just with Steve there. That was really weird. Okay, I think we're getting close. This might be our town. I'm seeing lakes and kind of looks like neighborhoods. Yeah, we might be over Lincoln right now. There's an airfield as well that we could look for that would help us out. And you know what? I'm gonna, just so I'm not cheating. I don't want to cheat. Let's do this. Can I turn on? Yeah, let's put the flight plan on here. Just cover up the map. And yeah, here we go. This is definitely the town of Lincoln. So it's time to turn south. There's the, okay. Yeah, Lincoln traffic, Pilatus 816. We're overflying the field, turning southbound Lincoln. They do, Kenny. They do indeed.
Position report 748 Hotel Sierra is over Nevada Lake at 7,500 headed eastbound. 8 Hotel Sierra.
All right, so we're gonna turn almost due south. If we went on a 180, that would put us roughly where we want to go. So I'm going to go just a little bit west of that. I'm going to go about 190, and I'm hoping that, according to SkyVector, is gonna plunk us over Nevada Lake. Yep, 198, so almost 200. Let's just set the heading bug. We're hand flying it, and I see a road, which is encouraging as well, because I think there is a road that kind of leads us that direction. All right, so let's try to fly 200. Let's see if this road leads us where we're hoping. The road actually ends up, I think this road actually ends up going almost straight to Cleese. I'll start my timer also. 11 miles from Lincoln down to Nevada Lake. So what do we need here? About 6 minutes. It's maybe been a minute or so. So we'll start looking at about 5 minutes. We should be seeing Nevada Lakes. But anyway, I think this little road, this little dirt road, takes us pretty close at the end of the day to that airstrip, that Kylie Ranch.
Are you traffic? Douglas 40, Whiskey Tango, west of the airport. Going to enter a left base road or full stop bar.
So somebody is heading to Bar E. Maybe somebody kind of
Nice job on Willow. I like the footbridge.
I can't wait to go take a closer look. So I've seen the sceneries a little bit, just enough to check them out and make sure everything looks, like it should. But I've purposely tried not to look at the details, just because I like to discover little things like that. And yeah, can't wait. Cannot wait. All right, how are we doing? Are we on heading? Are we on course here? Not really. Let's get back on that 200. And boy, this road's going to be tough to follow, man. It is really in the woods. And it kind of has a lot of forks in it as well, which
Kylie Ranch traffic.
might be tough.
Hotel Sierra is overhead, circling.
Ah, Ralph found it. That's cool.
Trying to figure out which way the wind's blowing.
good landing from my perspective.
Yeah, and with 4 runways, it cuts your odds to 25%, where usually you have a 50% chance of being right.
This one's hard to find, Melvin. Very difficult.
Yeah, I'm hoping that I am able to find my own my own airfield. And I have not, other than flying a couple patterns around it just to make sure as you build it, you want to make sure everything looks okay. But I've not flown into it, out from it. So I'm gonna be discovering this. I mean, for all I know, it could be right over the top of this ridge. But the first thing I'm wanting to do, hopefully, is find that little Nevada reservoir. It's a little dammed up reservoir there that's just east of the airstrip. Whoops. Sorry, the reservoir is west of the airstrip, and so I'll turn east. And I do know that it's approximately 5 miles. I did look at that. I did kind of measure that out on Acme Mapper. Just again, so I had a fighting shot at finding it. All right, here is another road that's kind of cutting east to west, and there is a road that does that right by there's Nevada Lake. Okay. Pilatus 816 over Nevada Lake, turning east towards Kylie Ranch. 6,000, excuse me, that's 7,000. All right, so we've got ourselves down to kind of the first big reference
Well, I
point.
ended up going too far south. Turn this thing back around.
Darn G1000 in those DC3s anyway. They're always malfunctioning.
Alright, 8 Hotel Sierra setting up for a base to final for runway 7 at Kylie Ranch.
I would say that's a good guess. The winds are going to be probably pretty consistent right here. So, all right. So there's
Don't land in the water.
there's the water. Oh, is there a little? I guess there's like a little creek that runs by there, isn't it? Okay, we're gonna again count 5 DME. So I'm gonna get the timer going here. We'll look at about 2.5 minutes of fairly straight. I mean, I don't know, due east, right? So let's just turn and head that way. There is a road here, and I would think the road would lead you toward the actual ranch, and there is a ranch there. I mean, I could see that as I was building the airstrip. Ooh, all of a sudden I'm down below 6,000. That's not probably too bad because I'm looking at my notes here for the event, and Kylie Ranch 5,165 feet. Okay, so 5165. So we should be about 6,200. So we're a little bit low. Let's pull up on the nose a little bit, gain some altitude back up, and at least get to pattern altitude, and let's start looking, guys. It's on one of these hillsides. I'm almost sure. Just and look, we've got our radio kind of helping us out here, so we definitely were in the neighborhood for that Nevada Lake, which is good. And this is, even though it's an unmarked and not used airstrip anymore, it has 2 runways. So
Melvin, looks like the lawnmower broke out here. What's up?
it's tough to get parts out this far north.
Alright, 8 Hotel Sierra's on the ground at Kylie Ranch. We're off all the runways and over by the pickup truck.
So let's, so we put a truck there, and it'll help if we maybe can see maybe we can see our friend downwind sim, because we're at about 2 minutes right now, so it should be anywhere. We should be getting close. I hope it's not one of those deals where we're flying right over the top of it. There's our road.
Kylie Ranch traffic.
Up, got it.
341 Alpha is
Got it.
on a right downwind for runway 1. Kylie Ranch.
Okay, runway 1. All right. Kylie Ranch traffic, Pilatus 816. We're south of the field. We're going to try to locate that DC3, and then we'll enter a pattern. We're going to make a right-hand 360, or sorry, right-hand 180 along the dirt road. All right. Well, hey, we'll take it. There it is. So runway 1, that means he's going to land kind of up the hill. It looks like downwind sim landed sort of the direction that we were wanting to land, and
Rock is kind of tricky.
so the other thing I want to do is I want to look at the runway configuration. I do have that on the notes here, and we do have runway 7 and 25, and then runway 1 and 19er. So I'm gonna start heading back here like on a 250 heading. There we go. Let's level it out. Gosh darn it. Click spot issues. There's 25. All right. I do not see the Douglas. Kylie Ranch traffic, Pilatus does not see the Douglas, but we're going to be flying the downwind for runway 7. We'll extend Kylie Ranch. Let's see. Jazz Ton XXVI. Chaston. What is going on? Happy Saturday.
Douglas 341 Alpha is turning left base.
Okay.
Final. Runway 1. Kylie Ranch.
All right. So he's going to land. So he's on final. So we can go ahead and we'll be able to. I need to Oh, there's the Douglas. All right, cool. Okay, so we can go ahead. We can turn, and we're going to have to refine this airstrip, aren't we? Kylie Ranch traffic. Pilatus turning right base, runway 7. Kylie Ranch. The Chaston XXVI. Good to have you. Welcome to Montana. And we're trying to land at a little ranch strip out here called Kylie Ranch. And I've sort of lost orientation. Oh, I think I see it. I think I see it. Ah, heck. Oh boy, that's not good. That's not good. Whoops. That's not stall. Okay, let's make our turn here. See if we can locate. I've also climbed a little bit. My field elevation is 5165, so I'm actually super high now.
Brakes.
Super high.
We got it.
341 Alpha's clear at Kylie Ranch. Well, did you catch wire number 3 there on the carrier deck?
Oh man, I'm lost again now. Crap, I think I turned too soon. Uh-oh. So I had it a minute ago, now I'm lost. Not good, guys. Not good. I know it's over here somewhere. Oh boy. I'm not on. I'm way off. Where am I? Where am I? Okay, I'm gonna have to just try it. I think this is the field, but I think I'm way too low. I don't know. I don't know. Where the heck am I, guys? I think I'm lost again. Oh no. I think I'm lost. I think, okay, that was the runway we wanted. Yep. And Kylie Ranch, Pilatus 816, we didn't line ourselves up very well. We're going around Again, we'll make right-hand traffic for runway 7, Kylie Ranch. All right, shoot. Okay, so let's do this. Let's try this again. It's hard to keep sight of that little strip, man. It's tough. There's allegedly an airport there. So I'm going to try to stay closed traffic here if I can. And maybe if I don't get too far away. See, 5,300. I'm only 200 feet above the airfield. That's the other part. I'm a little too low and it's hard to see. It's over there, guys. It's right there. Okay. You can see the pickup, maybe. Oops. Yeah, I have a hard time looking out to the side. Not stalling out here. Okay, let's just get on the downwind. Kylie Ranch, Pilatus 816, right downwind, runway 7, Kylie Ranch. Are we stable-ish?
Pickup is 6 miles northeast in Mount Polemic, Sarasota.
That might be LP Nils. Awesome. Well, guys, I don't know. We're gonna just make a turn here and see if we can get lined up. Kylie Ranch, Pilatus 816, turning right, base to final, runway 7, Kylie Ranch.
Melvin, you'll get a kick out of this. Kenny says they spent all the money on a fancy pickup truck. They couldn't afford the lawnmower.
Yeah, that's the truth, man.
Well, you gotta ride to town in something.
Yeah, they were hauling the spare parts out in that dually, and they ran out of gas on the truck too. All right.
Just don't tell Rob. Don't tell Rob we spent all his Red Bull money.
All right, guys. I know it's here somewhere. I've been twice through here. I got to be close. I have to be close, don't I?
It sounds like something we do.
Gosh, I missed it again. Dang it. Hey, Kylie Ranch, Pilatus 816. I missed it again. We're gonna try one more time. This time left traffic, runway 7, Kylie. Gosh darn it. It is so hard. It is so hard to keep your eyes on that field when you're flying the pattern. All right.
Will, you and I probably need to sneak down in the bushes here so we don't get hit.
That's a good idea.
I need you to set a signal fire or something. What are you talking about? Oh my gosh. Kenny's waving aquafunkalistic booty waps enjoying this. Yeah, if it's going to take me 45 minutes to find one strip and it's the strip I made. What does that tell you? Okay, there it is. There it is, my friends. Let's we're going to throw a notch of flaps in. We're going to try to get configured while we can still see the doggone thing. It's right there. Literally, there's a DC-3 sitting there. How could you miss it? We're going to fly out here. We're going to get ourselves down to about 5,600. We're going to keep our eyes on the prize. Right there. We're roughly on the downwind. And Kylie Ranch, Pilatus 816. Left base to final runway 7, Kylie Ranch. Yep, I'm sure he is, Kenny.
Hey, Lord Triax in my chat said that you save fuel by carrying less fuel and then just run out on purpose. Is that true?
That's genius.
Yeah, see, you're way ahead of us. Chop and drop, buddy. You look really high.
All right. And again, there we go, there we go, there we go. All right, I did find it. I did not roll out very well, but I have located the airfield, so we can at least make an attempt to land. And Kylie Ranch, Pilatus 816, we're coming in for full stop runway 7. Maybe. All right, here we go. down.
East traffic, Sky Oxy 42, Whiskey Kilo, runway 29 and clear, east traffic.
All right, try to get off. I didn't really want to get off in the trees, but well, I should have exited the other way.
You in the bushes up there?
Yeah, I ended up departing. I saw the DC-3 and I tried to exit the other way, and then there was trees there.
Kylie Ranch, Super Cub, turn final, runway 07.
Kylie Ranch, the Pilatus is clear, runway 7. Yeah, there were a couple of trees that I...
Hey, we got parts in this dually over here, Melvin.
I'm going to need them. Oh, boy. All right, so let's get in here behind the DC-3, and let's see what the Super Cub looks like coming in here. Bring it back down to ground idle. There's the Super Cub coming in. Kind of missed his landing.
Neil set down about 1,000 feet earlier than you did.
Yeah, well, he always knows what he's doing a little more than I do. So obviously you've got some scenery, ground CSL issues there, but all right. And
Kylie Ranch traffic, yellow Super Cub, clear, 07.
okay. Let's, while we have a minute, we're going to kind of collect ourselves and figure out. So we're essentially right here. Now we need to go down and try to find Willow. And to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down, and I think what I'm going to try to do is pick up this east-west running. Looks like this is an
Okay,
interstate,
so who wants to
Interstate
go
90. You guys have been here for a little while. Go ahead. I need to kind of brief where the heck I'm going.
That's exactly what I'm working on too.
So if we could come down, if there was any chance we could pick up maybe this T, this little junction, that would give us this little airstrip called Drummond, which would lead us down to this little lake, which I don't know the name of this lake. I apologize for that. And then I think we're probably wise to follow. Looks like there's a little dirt road that goes around this mountain, which takes us right into Willow. So that'll be the game plan. Depart from the ranch, Kylie Ranch, which is somewhere kind of right here. Generally about a 237, 240. We'll have to negotiate this high terrain, so that might be more than anything. You know, it might be smart for us actually to just fly a little bit more to the south so that we know we're going to intercept this. Yeah, let's do that. So, because we know we're going to intercept this interstate then east of this little T. So we'll fly a little bit more south, like on about a 206 for about 15 miles. We'll pick up the interstate. We'll head west to Drummond, and where this little T is, then we'll try to pick up the Drummond airfield, and we'll turn direct and go over the top of the Drummond airfield to this lake. When we have the lake, then we will hang a right, and we'll do our best to follow the road that goes around the mountain. And I will not sing the song. She'll be coming around the mountain.
Traffic at Kylie Ranch. I think I'm gonna do runway 25 departure, just opposite of our approach, because we're right up against this mountain, and that probably will hurt more than the ground dropping off below me the other way. So back taxiing runway 25, 8 Hotel Sierra.
Yeah, I think that's not a bad plan. Plus, it's a downhill departure. I think that's probably the way to go. All right, well, there we go. So we're actually up here by where we need to be then. And our friend LP Nils is, if I can get there. I can't see it, but he's over there as well. All right, let's get the trim set. We're pretty well neutral. Flaps are up. The boost pump needs to come back on for departure. I should have had it on for arrival as well, and I didn't. We have not been running any pitot heat because it's plenty warm and we're not going very high today. Everything else I think looks good. Fuel is still really good. We're up at the top. Volts, amps, suction. Suction's a little low. I wonder what gives there. That would be bad to lose our instruments.
Traffic, Skyhawk 740 Hotel Sierra departing runway 25.
Do I have anything that's popped out on me here?
Kylie
At
Ranch.
Kylie Ranch, Pilatus 816. We're going to be back taxiing after the departing DC3. I don't know what's going on there with that suction. That's interesting.
Kylie Ranch traffic, Douglas 41 Alpha is lining up for runway 25 behind the departing Skyhawk. Kylie Ranch.
Okay, so we were thinking about, what did we say, about 206, which is pretty close to what we're on right now. So 206 will be our heading. Do we need to set a VOR just as a backup here? You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. We do have the Missoula VOR, and a 120 coming off that would get us.
Wookie, are you departing or are you waiting?
I'm gonna say about 125 would get us in the neighborhood there. So Missoula is 112.8 and 125.
Police traffic, Skyhawk 5 Philadelphia, going to depart runway 11, please.
And again, 125 on the course. That will be, again, that'll get us in the ballpark. We're not going to fly the radial or anything, but if I get to 125 and that thing's centering up, I'll know I'm pretty close.
Kylie Ranch traffic, Douglas 341 Alpha, taking off runway 25. We'll be making a right crosswind departure, heading up towards Helmville. Kylie Ranch traffic.
Kylie Ranch, Pilatus 816. We're on the back taxi, runway 25, Kylie Ranch. I don't want to take out a tree.
Kylie Ranch traffic, yellow Super Cub on the intersection of runway 19 and 25, taking off 25 behind the DC3.
Yeah. Oh, little Super Cub, he doesn't even need a runway to get going. Alright, we're right here, guys. I mean, we're there. Turn it around right here. I think for the most part, yeah, we're facing down. Yep, there we go. There goes the Super Cub. Okay, now this time I am going to lock my tail wheel. With any luck, it's going to help our departure. Yeah, we're lined up better here. So, all right, flaps coming in at Kylie Ranch, Pilatus 816, departing runway 25. I'm going to make a left-hand departure VFR, Kylie. All right, throttle coming forward. We already have rudder authority. Much better, much better. And I think we're already flying. I mean, just like that. Much better. All right. That's how it should go. Disregard that first departure from bar E, because that was not good. Kylie Ranch, Pilatus 816, departing the area to the south. I'm an orange and black, I think, right? Oh, I was. I should be. I need to adjust that livery maker. This might take me a second. Yeah, see, I've got a custom livery here, and it'll take a minute to apply it. Hopefully, it won't crash me out. Takes a second. Black screen of uncertainty, and we're there. There we go. That's more like it. All right. Yep, much better, Kenny. Give me 5 or 6 tries, I'll get it right. And a 246, yeah, I mean, you can live with that, right? On an uphill, bumpy dirt strip. I can live with that. So we are looking for, again, we're looking for Interstate 90. Should be a fairly major thoroughfare that we can pick up. This is the little dirt road that we followed to the ranch, and now we're going to keep going down toward the interstate. And oh yeah, you're right. That was crazy, man. That was wild. Looks like I have a little bit of an easier climb out right here. Not that climbing is much of a problem for this plane, but no need to overwork it if we don't have to. Well, okay, so that took a little longer. That was that was about 30 minutes for something that should have took about 15 to find. This is a fairly short leg. The one thing I do like about this is there's the longest leg is like 50 miles. So, you know, shouldn't be too hard to get back at a decent hour. We are going to draw for the winner of the Vertical Sim Studio airfield here in I said no later than 6 p.m. So that's coming up here, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Wait a second. Coming up here in about an hour and a half. So we may not be back by then. But if we're not back, so be it. Hey, Downwind Sim, did you? I'm gonna send you the names in our private Discord and tell me if I'm missing anybody.
Sounds good.
Maybe if I can find them here. Okay, I hate to do this, guys, but I'm gonna set the autopilot just for a second while I let's do heading. Let's grab the altitude right there. Just while I get things squared away here with downwind. I want to make sure I have this right. And go over here, Downwind Sim, direct message. And we'll do that. I feel like I'm missing one or two, so thanks for double checking.
Yeah, no problem. Let me get trimmed off at altitude here that I need to be at, and then I'll hop off and grab it.
All right, so we're back. Now I'm going to take the autopilot off.
You're going counterclockwise, Melvin?
Yeah, I'm going to try to go down and find Willow and just work my way back that way.
Okay, Willow. Yeah, that's where I'm headed to.
Brief one off is over Helmville. We're turning to the southwest. 8 Hotel Sierra is south of Helmville, headed to Drummond at 6,500.
Helmville, where'd those guys go to? Oh, so they actually came. They headed out more due west than we are. Little different strategy, but there's a road there, so I can understand that. Again, we're looking. Hopefully, when we crest this hill, it was only 14 miles basically on this 200 heading to 200, 210, whatever we're at here, to the interstate. And it's going to spit us out somewhere near the town, well, in between the town of Garrison and Drummond. And then, like we briefed, we'll turn west and try to find that intersection at Drummond. And at that point, we should be able to make our way. Well, we'll turn a little more to the south. Yeah, to the southwest, but we'll have a little bit of a hill to go around, 7,800-foot mountain. Willow, by the way, 5,536. So we should get ourselves up to about 7,000 or so. There's the other one. Yep.
Anybody hit any weather? I haven't seen anything between Cleese and to the west of Cleese.
No, I haven't seen anything over here on the western edge.
Melvin, I sent you one more name.
Yep, thank you. I had missed that one. Thank you. Okay. I need to make sure I'm looking here. There's a power line. I wonder if that's indicated on the sectional. I don't really see it. There's the interstate. All right, so we are going to turn west. I can see our interstate. Sounds like the junior first officer may be up from his nap. Great grandma has afternoon duty here. Well, hopefully I'll be able to fly, but maybe not. I may be helping out. Okay, so we're going to turn and yeah, we'll follow the interstate. And again, we're looking for the town of Drummond. Pilatus 816, we are westbound on Interstate 90 toward Drummond, about 10 miles to the east, I'm assuming.
Drummond traffic, Supercab November 70901 is 5 miles northeast of Drummond and 7,300 heading towards Willow.
Okay, so he is just ahead of me, basically. We might be able to see him. A couple of miles is all.
And I have a Cessna 170 inside of my right wing.
All right, that must be our friend Downwind Sim. Man, I can't wait to go back and watch. It's really hard to even to look at one other stream when you're flying pilotage. So it's fun to go back and watch. It seems kind of weird. You're basically watching the same flight 4 different times, but I think it's fun. All right. We should be on about a 286 or so heading. And yeah, right about there. We should see it's a pretty major, like it's a railroad and a road that breaks off to the south. And so actually it has a railroad and a road that kind of head more directly south, and then it looks like a little bit of a dirt road that heads more on a southwesterly course, and it's that dirt road that we're looking to follow. Unless, actually, that I take that back. That may be part of the Clark's Fork. We may be just tracking the river. But if we get a rough idea, we'll turn on about a 215 heading. And again, there's Drummond Municipal, or not Drummond Municipal, Drummond Mike 26. There's the airfield that will, if we can overfly that airfield, we'll know we're heading in essentially the right direction. And then there is a little bit of a lake there as well. So, yeah, but there is a little bit of a dirt road. Sorry, I'm looking at the sectional here. I know it probably doesn't. Probably wonder what the heck I'm looking at. I think that's a lake. Maybe a couple of lakes there.
Douglas 34 Alpha is over Drummond. We'll be joining Route 1 heading southbound towards Hall.
All right, so he's actually going to stay on. He's going to get on that highway and follow it. He's going to try to come around a little different route than we are. We've dropped down below 6,000. I'd like to be at 7,000 if I could. I think that'll be a pretty good altitude for us. Some weird scenery stuff. You know, I know there's not a bridge down here, but that's kind of what happens with the ortho sometimes. Is wants to make the interstate fast or flat. All right, we're climbing back up again, 7,000. We're looking for the town of Drummond. Feeling like we should be getting there pretty soon.
Drummond traffic, Douglas, November 43 Whiskey Tango, 20 to the northeast inbound, 8,500, Drummond, Montana.
8,500, so he's above me. And keep our eyes peeled because we're going to get to that place about the same time. Now he's a Douglas, he's a DC-3, so he'll be a lot faster than I will. Here may be our road to the south. And again, we'll be looking for the airfield. It's kind of looking like a little bit of a town there, isn't it? Sure is. I'm going to assume that's our spot. So let's and Drummond traffic, Pilatus 816. We're over the town. We're going to be turning southwest at 6,700. Drummond. Looking. Traffic.
Alpha is over the town of Hall, and we're turning southwestbound towards the reservoir.
So we are definitely looking for. We need to find the airfield.
Hotel Sierra at 6,500 over the reservoir, headed southwest. You guys following me?
Looks like there's the railroad. There's the road.
Sure would appear so. What reservoir? Are you guys talking about Georgetown Lake? Or?
I don't know. It doesn't have a name on the sectional of where I'm at. It's southwest of Drummond, maybe 5 miles.
Yeah.
It's the Lower Willow Creek Reservoir, according to Google Maps.
November 70901 is right over the reservoir, heading towards Willow.
All right. Is this maybe the airfield? It's going to be a smaller airfield, guys, I think. But I would sure feel better if we found that airfield. I'm about 99% sure we're heading in the right direction, but I just want to, every little visual you can get makes you feel that much better about where you're heading. And apparently this is Willow Creek that we're following, which would be nice if I could pick that up as well, but I haven't seen that yet. None of that's looking like an airport. Wait, there's an airport. Okay. Yeah, there we go. All right. And Drummond traffic, Pilatus 816. We're flying over the airfield, 6,700, heading towards the reservoir. Very good, very good. So now, boys and girls, we have to decide. And I think initially when we brief this is when we get to that little reservoir, we're going to go actually to the right. You can kind of see. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but Looks like there's a road. Yeah, right there. We're going to follow that road. It goes around this terrain right here, which is at about 7,800, so it's a little bit higher than we are. And yeah, we'll just follow that guy. I should start my timer.
341 Alpha is over the reservoir. We're following the road to the northwest.
Yeah, that's where we're going. So there's a Douglas out in front of us here. Maybe a couple of miles. Might be just a little too far for us to see. I don't have very good, it's kind of hard for me to see sometimes. But here comes that road, and we may be actually right over the reservoir.
Number 43 Whiskey Tango, 8 northeast of Drummond. Any other pilots on frequency? Has anybody done a density altitude calculation for Phillipsburg?
There's our reservoir. I have not.
Crickets.
What do you take us for, pilots?
I'd actually like to learn how to do that.
Sorry, I'm from here, so I know better.
Yeah. Save that for when we're all said and done, because I'd like to learn how to do that. Lorraine, you are my density. Okay.
I love it.
That was supposed to be on Discord, not on the frequency. Sorry, guys.
The scratchiness of the radio made it perfect.
All right. Drummond traffic, Pilatus 816 over the reservoir, and we are going to be following the road around to the northwest, which we're kind of already on that track.
Come on, Melvin, jump the gap like I'm doing.
Oh, good Lord.
You got the power. Flying that engine.
Yeah. I will not be peer pressured into making poor aeronautical decisions.
Come on, we're shooting a YouTube video. You can do it.
Okay, Flying Cowboys.
Yeah, right.
So, all right. So now I'm kind of wondering. Okay, there's the road. So the road turns to the west on about a 286, and oh, good Lord, what is my heading right now? Oh man.
Yay, I am not the only one to crash.
So we're going to try to work our way around this.
Our aeronautical anonymous group.
Yeah, what?
Space aliens have
What?
invaded the channel.
So what happens in Montana stays in Montana, boys. Okay, up we go, and I thought we'd be all right. Well, now that I'm looking at it, I need 7,000, so I'm gonna need every bit of this to get around this little.
Willow traffic. Skyhawk 748 Hotel Sierra just jumped the ridge, and we are overflying the field, descending into the valley.
Probably should have done that myself, but that's okay. That's all right. We'll follow this road. The road will lead us right around the mountain, and we'll be in good shape. I could have turned the booster pumps off. I keep forgetting that on both my descent and departure checklist.
Traffic, Douglas, November 43 Whiskey Tango, over Drummond, 8,500, southbound,
Yeah.
and 7,800.
He's getting around the other side of the terrain there. We're having a hard time hearing him. Okay, sorry, I haven't checked on the chat in a little while. Sorry about that. Yeah, Back to the Future. Kenny Monster got it. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Kenny. Yeah, Junior First Officer, his mom and dad are out of town tonight, so it's going to be nothing but ice cream and Mountain Dew for him. And he just had himself a long nap. So we're going to let him wear great grandma out first, and then then he'll start to wear me out, and I'm sure he'll start to wear his Nana out as well. Okay, there goes the road making its turn. We're going to do our best to follow it. Man, awesome traffic awesome country up here. Holy cow. This will take us, we're almost due north of Willow right now, so.
Willow traffic, Skyhawk 748 Hotel Sierra is on a left downwind runway 15 at Willow.
Yep.
Just over the treetops.
Is the family shacking up with you? Well, actually, it's been part of it has been Corona, and yeah, so my son, he actually just graduated. Yeah, I don't know why either, Kenny. He just graduated and from college and was applying to grad school, taking a gap year, trying to work a little bit. So he came back home, and it just made sense for him and his wife and kid to just move back in. We've got a house that's big enough, so we invited them back in. And yeah, so they've been with us since really for a year now, and now he's getting ready to head back to grad school. He'll go down first, and then the rest of the family will join him later, but possibly not right away. We may be able to keep the little guy around for the better part of this upcoming school year, which will be kind of cool. But yeah, so it's been nice to be able to do that. That's my family we're known for that. I've been there's been several times when either I've lived with my mom or my mom's lived with me, and I kind of enjoy that multi-generational household. It's nice having family around. Yeah, yeah, they were ready to go, and I think they still are. You know, they're wanting to become their own independent family, and it's hard when you're sharing a house, and it's you know. But from a financial standpoint, hopefully it's helped them.
They don't mow the grass around here either.
All right, so we should be coming around here, and I can see the radial coming in. So I'd like to get back down to about 7,000. We need to start looking because we have plenty of traffic. At Willow traffic, Pilatus is approximately 5 miles north of the field inbound. We don't have any of the traffic. We'll keep our eyes peeled.
Willow traffic, Yellow Supercab is clear for runway.
Willow traffic, Douglas 41 Alpha is base to final runway 15 Willow.
All right, 15. So let's see. That's this. Let's go ahead and sync this up. 15. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That was dumb. I meant to change this guy. What was our radio going to be again? What did we say? Outbound was going to be about 125.
It's to the north, left traffic, runway.
Yeah, because we're not quite there. We're not quite there. There's our road again, though, and again the road leads us right past the field, so we're going to be there soon.
I guess the lawnmower is broken here as well.
I think he was waiting for me to deliver it from the ranch.
Exactly.
All right. Looking. Do I have some stuff? Maybe, kind of, maybe. I think that could be it. I thought I saw a little gleam of houses and airfields. Maybe not. Maybe not. It's got to be in this valley. Yep, there we go. Willow traffic, orange and black Pilatus on the left downwind for runway Actually, what is the active down there, guys?
1-5.
That'll be pass number 1 for 1-5, Melvin.
All right, so orange and black Pilatus, we're on the upwind. We'll be making a right-hand turn, overflying the field, and coming back in for a 1-5 approach. Okay, here we go. So it's just because of where we're located here, we're not probably going to be able to fly the best pattern in the world. So let's just overfly, get a sense of where everything is. There's the Douglas. Wait a second.
British traffic, Douglas 43 Whiskey Tango. It's 5 miles north of the airport for left traffic 16. 7,000.
All right.
Reading.
Where the heck is the runway down here? I can't. There it is, right there. There it is. All right, so we're over the field at Willow traffic. Orange Pilatus overflying the field, 7,000. We're going to make a 180 and come back in runway 15, Willow. Yeah, can't really fly like a. I guess I could have made a right pattern if I was over there a little bit better. I could have made right pattern in for 15, but as it stands, I think what
Melvin,
I'm going to do.
Are we counting? Should I have the chat room bet on how many approach passes?
Holy cow, dude! Can you count that high? Get your scientific calculator out.
Okay.
Okay, we're in the white arc. Let's put a notch of flaps down. Let's get everything down. 78, by the way, is like the magic number for the approach. So naturally, I'm taking it right straight down to 70. And again, this is a 5,500 foot strip, so we're a little high yet, but we'll take it out here a ways, and we'll just kind of follow the road in. Now, Willow traffic, Orange Pilatus, going to be making a 180, landing runway 15, Willow. Here we go. Let's see how close we can get it. Oh, I should have hammerhead turned. Dang it. Missed my chance to hammerhead. I haven't done a hammerhead in this. Okay, let's see if we can find it. It's over here. It's over here somewhere. Can we find it? Okay, flaps are full. I believe I see. Maybe. Yeah, I think I see the field. All right, boost pump coming on. I left the landing lights on. We're a little slow, honestly. Let's put some power back in. This is a short 800 foot strip. Really going to have to get on the reverser here on this guy. 101, Kenny's thinking. I admire your optimism, my friend. Or was that the number of approaches it was going to take me before I found the field? Down we go. I like these little scrubby bushes, man. They're cool. They are cool. Yep, the grass looks great. Yeah, we've definitely found the runway. Awesome. Can we get it stopped? Oh, I went beta. I went beta a little too soon. Ayah. Sorry, let me turn that. That's trim warning. Nope. I think I just popped the. Oh, that was trim warning. Oh no, did I? I think I did. I think I may have. Oh yes, I did. And I ran over LP Nils. Sorry about that, LP Nils.
student driver.
Oh my goodness, 500. Yeah, so Kenny, I hit the reverser before I was on the ground. I was premature with my reverser, so that was part of the issue there. I was all right. You did jinx it. Yeah, it's your fault. All right, flaps coming back up. We're just going to taxi to the grass. Boy, nice job with the vegetation here at Willow. It looks great. We're going to get out of the way down here by the DC-3.
And if you fly the Bush League Backcountry Flying Series Part 10, you have the opportunity to win a lawnmower.
I think we're clear. We'll go up here by St. Louis Slamma and just make sure. All right. I keep forgetting where my throttle quadrant setting is. So I'm going to make an excuse here, okay? And this is a total excuse, but normally for me to enter the beta range, I have to pull back on my SciTech throttle, and then I actually have to pull. There's a little bit of another. I mean, it goes back and stops, and then you pull it a little bit further, and that's when the beta is activated. So I thought I was going back to idle, but here's what it does when I go back to where it's idle in every other plane. You can hear it. See right there. So it goes into beta range, and I keep forgetting about that. I need to reconfigure
Nils, you're about
this.
the only guy I can keep up with, so I'm gonna stick with you.
Anyway, so that's my total excuse making deal right here. So all right, so as Downwind Sim said, this ought to be pretty easy to find. We're at Willow. We're just going to follow the road and Willow Creek down here. There's Bobcat private airstrip, which we haven't modeled, and then there's a little ranch. We'll just make a little bit of a right-hand turn into Squaw Rock. We're going from a 5,500 foot to a 4,900 foot, so maybe a little bit of a cruise at about 6,000 feet or so would be okay. Are you back taxiing for the departure south?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll just wait. Take a peek here. This ought to be kind of cool with Super Cub taking off, even though I don't have the model matching. There he goes. Oh, yep. Definitely flying out like a Super Cub. Here comes the Cessna.
Willow traffic, 8 Hotel Sierra, departing 15 to the south. Willow.
Yeah, Willow traffic. Orange and Black Pilatus will back taxi after the Skyhawk.
Safe for an Alpha, we'll be the last of the pack.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. And oh, there he goes. He's out of there. All right, south down the road. Not very far, about 5 or 6 miles is all. Oh, that sign, it's fine. Let's remember where the reverser, where the beta range starts in this plane. It starts a little higher. And I can't tell where the airfield starts. We're gonna just call this about where we need to be. Let's get lined up. Get semi straight here. Lock the Willow traffic. Pilatus departing runway 15. Willow. Let's get the nose up. Let's get. Oh, golly. I just drug my. Dang it. We'll go ahead. I just clipped my prop and ruined my engine. Shoot.
Wow.
Good job.
That's another million. Oh boy, so how do I wonder if I'm going to be able to, I bet I have to change.
Willow traffic, Douglas 41 Alpha's back.
Okay.
Runway 15, Willow.
Let's go to Willow. Maybe it'll allow me to load up and, oh, that's unfortunate. 3MT9. Darn it. There's Willow. We're going to depart to the south. So there's our parking spot. Okay, we'll be out of the way if we spawn in there. I guess that's my main concern. Start a new flight. That's what I need. Well, shoot. All right. It's a good thing I stashed my extra Pilatus here at Willow. Dang it. Okay,
There's
so
a whole lot of flowers growing at this airfield.
yes, there are. So we're gonna have to start probably from scratch here, I bet. I'm gonna stay red and white now just because, yep, I ruined the other one. So that's done. Let's check our fuel. We still have 2 hours and 45 minutes. That's good. Okay. And let's go through the startup procedure. Oops, I just lost my list. Okay, here we go. Well, darn. Darn, darn, darn. There goes the DC-3. And I'm glad I was sort of out of the way. Okay, brake is set. All my, everything needs to be turned off here. Whoops. These are off. Fuel should be on. It's kind of defaulted on. Yes, indeed. Master switch coming on. The propeller area is clear. Clear prop. Booster pump coming on. Starter on. Whoops, I'm supposed to hold it for 2 counts. 1, 2. Ignition comes on at 12. There we go. Fuel to ground idle. Turbine inlet temp is up. That's good. Coming back down, stabilizing. Oil pressures, fuel pressure, all that stuff looks good. Yeah, fix. Suction is still a little bit low. I wonder what's going on there. Not my day, you're right, Kenny, but there's still time to salvage things. Still time to salvage. All right, gen on. Condition lever full forward. Booster pump off, ignition off. Radio's coming on. Turn that on to ALT. 2280. Yep, we're good. That doesn't really change a whole heck of a lot. Let's get the let's make sure that our, yep, they're already down. They're on.
Squawk traffic, Skyhawk 042, Whiskey Kilo, runway 23.
Position light on. I'm going to be flashing red strobes here. I want to flash those on both.
How's the field looking, Wookie? Field looking good. You got 2,100 feet to get you down.
All right.
Sounds good, thanks. Winds are light and variable, so you can pick your runway, but I would advise to land runway 23.
Okay, down we go. Let's see if we do better this time. So we crashed into the Bush League banner on the way down, and then we literally did the prop strike on the way out. And that was following 500 plus landing, which was a little on the firm side, even for Kenny Monster. Yeah, Willow traffic, Pilatus 816. We're going to be departing the area to the south. Willow. Okay, let's get turned around. And again, the idea, hopefully, is to get that tail flying.
Alpha is over Bobcat, continuing southbound.
We want to get this tail flying so we have some rudder authority, but we do not want to nose it down into the ground. Okay, so lock the tail wheel, and let's see if we do any better this time. Okay, we've got some rudder authority now. Here comes the nose. A little back pressure just so we don't do the same thing, and we're flying. Okay. And we're going to just basically head this direction. We're going to look to pick up the road, which just sort of parallels the airstrip. And
Squall Rock 8 Hotel Sierra number 2.
yeah, there we go. And again, I'm thinking, you know, we get up to about 6,000. That's probably just about what we need to be. The Squall Rock is 49.59, so you know, 6,000 or 6,500 in case we have to do a flyover, which we will because we should, not because we can't find the airstrip like Downwind Sim is insinuating. That dirty dog. Alright, so here we go. Up and away. I'm going to set the timer. This is a 9 nautical mile leg if you go straight as the crow flies, which again, we're going to head on this road down to the
Squall Rock 8 Hotel Sierra turning final 23 Squall Rock.
down to a little airstrip called Bobcat, which again we've not modeled. So it'll be a default city. And once we see that, then we're going to turn to the west, and Squaw Rock is just a couple of miles.
Looking sweet, although there's not much of a go-around possibility. And Squall Rock traffic, yellow superguns clear up 2-3, Squall Rock.
All right, booster pump. Oh, I should have the booster pump on before. Gosh darn, I keep forgetting that. Booster pump should be on when we take off and then off until we get ready to land. I just keep forgetting that. Let's see. Yep, 15.7 hours, and it's in this plane, and it's showing. All right. So we're less than an hour from the drawing, and I may have to stop at Cleese. I don't think I'll be all the way back. So guys, I don't think I'm going to be all the way back to Bar E at 6 o'clock Eastern. So what I'm planning to do is probably make a stop at Cleese, and then we'll do the drawing, and then we can kind of finish up after that. No sense you guys waiting around watching me bend aircraft.
That sounds good.
Okay, so Bobcat, again, right-hand turn when we find that airstrip. We're still a little ways from it, I think. I'd estimate that's probably about a 6-mile stretch, so I would say we've got another minute or so. Kenny said, yeah, it's entertaining. I'm glad that there are some days I'm glad when my stream is the least populated on the block. And today is definitely one of those days, but that's okay. That is okay.
Not sure when Squaw Rock has seen such a large aircraft land here the last time.
Break traffic, Douglas 43 Whiskey Tango is departing runway
For a
16,
second, that
climbing
might
left
be our
traffic,
airfield.
and then,
Maybe
eastbound
not.
Riddick.
All right. So we're still looking. Again, we've got the Bobcat private airstrip here that should be somewhere along this road here in really any time. And then even if we don't see that, the road does tee off, and I think we just head generally to the west. Probably when we get around this little ridge line here. Seeing about a 7,000 foot ridge line that we're sort of negotiating, which corresponds with kind of what I'm seeing right here. Wait a second. Wait a second. There is a... Nope, there's the turn. There's the turn, guys. Almost missed it. I must have flown right over. Squaw Rock traffic, Pilatus just overflying Bobcat and turning west, heading toward the field. Alright, so just looking at the briefing here, Squaw Rock 05 and 23. So the thought probably is runway 5, which means we're kind of on the downwind right now. Let me set my heading bug here so I have a little reference. Okay, I'm going to go all the way around because that's easy. 05 right there. So we're flying into the canyon. We're going to turn around and we're going to turn back around and come in if we can find the field here. Were you guys landing on 5 at Squaw Rock?
2-3.
2-3. Okay, straight in 2-3. So okay. Now it's just a matter of finding it. Okay, let's get things slowed down here because it's not going to be very far. And I want to try to hug this side just in case there's somebody departing. I can see it right there.
Downwind and then eastbound, Riddick.
Squaw Rock traffic, Pilatus 816, returning final runway 23.
Squaw Rock.
Up. Squaw Rock
He's on
traffic,
base.
Pilatus going to overfly the field. I understand there's traffic at the area. I stepped on somebody. Squaw Rock traffic, Pilatus 816. We're going to continue west up the canyon. We'll make a 360 and be on a right, actually a 180, be on a right downwind, or sorry, right base 23. That was the longest, most awkward call in the history of calls.
Riddick, Douglas 43 Whiskey Tango. I'm going to go down to Georgetown Lake and then over the valley to Anaconda and then on course. Riddick.
Okay. All right. I don't hear where that Squaw Rock traffic, Pilatus 816, making a 180, coming back to the east on the right base, runway 23, Squaw Rock. Okay, here we go. Don't know how well this is going to work. We're going to give it a shot. Let me stay to the... It's not going to work well at all because that other way gave you a pretty good look at it. Alright, so flaps are down the first notch. Okay, prop conditionally full forward, booster pumps coming on. Hey, I remembered. And hell, it's right on the other side of this ridge. Okay, this could be interesting. Where is it? Oh my goodness, where is it? I don't know if I'm going to get it, guys. Squaw Rock traffic, Pilatus 816 attempting to turn final runway 23. Oh boy. There we go. We found it. Not the optimum way to approach this airfield, I must say, but we're there. Going flaps full. Have not heard any other radio calls. At least I have plenty of room here, so.
We're all watching. No
All right,
pressure.
yeah, no pressure. That's right. And we're down. A little bit of a bouncer.
We've got a prediction of
A little
3
bit of a
go-arounds.
bouncer.
We've got a prediction of a runway miss.
Yeah, we
They're
did
very
okay.
confident in your piloting skills.
We did all right. Yeah, it was a little bit of a bouncer, but otherwise not too bad. Squaw Rock, Pilatus 816, we're clear of the active. Come up here on the hill and get turned around. Hopefully we won't tip over. I better not get too crazy here. Let me come down here where it's flat. Kind of by our buddies. I may tip over. If I turn and go down that hill right now, I'm going to hit my prop.
All right, I'm going to go try to find the needle in a haystack from here, Cleese.
Please.
If you don't see me in an hour, come send the search party.
I'm heading that same direction, my friend.
Squaw traffic, yellow Super Cub is taking off runway 05, Squaw Rock.
All right, so the Super
That
Cub.
only means that we have to go and search for 2 pilots in aircraft.
All right, this is
Squaw Rock traffic, Kodiak is overflying the aircraft.
this is
way up
sketchy.
30,000 feet. Perfect.
This is so sketchy. Okay, I got to keep moving so I don't run
Squaw Rock,
into.
8 Hotel Sierra is departing runway 5, Squaw Rock.
Oh boy, this is going to be.
Be departing
How am I going to get down off of this? Let's just pull forward slightly. Okay, we'll pull forward slightly. It does level out, and we'll just try to get off the hill. Oh, we're turning, we're sliding. Oh, don't hit a wing, don't hit a prop. Okay. Whew. Okay, we're there. Aquafunk is close to getting his Windows install working. And yeah, buddy, so that will be awesome. It'll be great to have you along, man. It's the more the merrier. Al South MIA checking in. Hey, my friend. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, you guys, I tell you what. Good deal. Good deal. Aquafunkulistic Booty Wap. Happy to hear that it's working out for you. All right, well, these guys are taking off.
The one that was like way less length than what it said.
Yeah, it's only 900 feet.
Okay, I think I'm looking at the right one.
Okay, so we're going to do 2 things here while we're on the ground. Number 1 is we're going to plot our course over to Cleese, which is it's going to take some doing. And this is the one that I've looked at several times, and I don't have a great answer here, guys. But at least the weather has moved off, which is nice. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm probably going to tune in the Helena VOR. It's on about a 210, it looks like. So that'll help us a little bit.
Off runway 05 for departure to the northeast, Squaw Rock traffic.
Okay, so we're going to go, I'm going to go to Phillipsburg. That's a no-brainer. We'll start there, Phillipsburg. And then what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to plot a fairly...
Never mind, I think my plane got stuck.
I'm going to try to plot a kind of a 070, and I'm going to just fly the the compass, which is a little bit dangerous. I'm going to fly 070, and I'm going to see if I can find the Deer Lodge City County Airport. Deer Lodge City County Airport. And I'm going to try to find the town of Deer Lodge. Here's the fallback. If I don't find Deer Lodge on the first try, I have I-90 that's running north-south. I'm going to intercept that at some point. So what I'm going to attempt to do here is, again, just get as close as I can to Deer Lodge.
Squawk traffic, Douglas 341 Alpha. We're lining up behind the departing Skyhawk.
Maybe what I should try to do is make sure that I'm going to be one way or the other. In fact, that's probably going to be smarter. So let's delete this waypoint. Let's say that we're going to come out here. We're just going to stay. All right, I'm totally changing my mind on mid fly here. Where are you? Somehow I can't grab this. Why can't I grab that? I want to delete this. All right, well, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to head out here on a 080, and I'm going to just keep going on a 080. That's going to make sure that I intercept. In fact, I'm going to do more than that. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to aim at this 9,600 foot, or this 10. I'm going to see these two peaks in front of me, and I'm going to stay south of those guys. And then I'm going to just go east, and I'm going to hit Interstate 90. And at that point, then I'm going to go north up to Deer Lodge. And from Deer Lodge, then, this is going to be 18 miles of interesting choices. It does look like I have a road that I could follow if I came up to this oil derrick. I could follow this road around and then pick that up. Looks like it takes it right into it, which looks pretty simple, but maybe not. Yeah, probably looks can be deceiving. Or I could just try to shoot it from a 085 18 nautical miles and just try to get myself over the field, knowing that I'm going to intercept this north-south running dirt road. I think that might be the way to go. Yeah, we're going to go with that. We may change en route. Okay, are we the last guys here? I think we are. All right, I have to take just a quick break. And since we got one last little push here, I'm going to set my parking brakes. I'll be right back, guys. Give me 2 minutes to visit the little co-pilot's room, and I'll be right back with you.
Traffic, Supercab, November 70991 is at 8,000 overhead heading west.
This leg's going to take a little bit of autopilot work also, just because I'm going to have to be doing some things to get ready for the drawing, because I'm going to have to draw when I get to Cleese. With any luck, I'll be on the ground here in the next half hour. All right. Trim set, flaps set for takeoff. Boost pump is on, lights are on. Squaw Rock traffic, Porter 816 be departing to the east. Squaw Rock. Tap the brake. Get the parking brake off. We still have some, still have a little bit of doing here to get over to our runway. Oh boy. Oh boy, don't tip over. Don't hit the prop. I'm in the trees. Almost. Spin it around. I'm almost on the runway here. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I'm gonna hit a bush. Gosh darn it. Oh, this is the road. What am I doing? That's not the runway. I'm joining Northwest Orient's tree trimming business, the DC tree pruning business. All right. Definitely taking out my fair share of flora and fauna here today. All right, let's get over here. We're still not on the runway. In fact, we're still a long way from it. All right, there we go. That looks a little better. Goodness sakes. What a spot, though. Holy cow. What a spot.
Willow traffic, Skyhawk 042, Whiskey Kilo, 3 miles to the south.
Okay, we're lined up.
For a full stop landing, runway 16, Willow traffic.
Okay, there we go. We are, tail wheel is set. Again, flaps set. Boost pumps on. Trim is set. I think we're ready to go. We'll see how well we do coming off this little hill.
Riddick traffic, Skyhawk 740 Hotel Sierra is overhead, eastbound at 9,000.
Much better, much better. Upward and outward. And again, we're going to just try to climb the heck out of here on a generally 080 course.
Melvin, it looks like there's a pass that'll get you through the Flint Creek range and over kind of like a more of a direct line across, like over top of Deer Lodge and all that.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check it out.
Willow traffic, Skyhawk 042,
Okay,
Kilo entering left.
Nothing fancy here. We're just going to climb up, climb over. We're going to get up high.
So between Riddick and Deer Lodge. Riddick and Deer Lodge.
Okay, very good. Very good. Thank you. Yeah, so we're just climbing, climbing, climbing. Again, this thing can climb like a, like almost nothing else, man. It is super powerful. That's what it's built for. And we'll be up and over this in no time. And then once we get going on this 080, I'll go ahead and start my timer. And I'm going to get my... Oh boy, okay. At Squaw Rock, we're looking for you, traffic. We're climbing 6,600. We're going to level off at 7,000. He's at 7,500.
Skyhawk 042, Whiskey Kilo, a beam, midfield, Willow traffic.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do ALT mode. Let's do, again, we don't normally do this, but just for... Roger. We'll stay down here at actually 6,000, about 6,800 until we're, I don't see you yet, but report clear, and then we'll climb and get out of your way.
Yeah, you're not going to be a factor. You're about 2 miles west of us and low passing now, so we're clear.
Roger. Appreciate it. Okay, so let's, I think 10.5 is probably is going to be good. Actually, since we're heading eastbound, let's do this. Let's change this to 9,500. And, you know, like I say, we don't normally do Mr. Autopilot, but just because I need to do a little bit of paperwork here, we're going to climb up about 500 feet a minute. Okay, that's indicating climbing. And that should we got plenty of time to get up there. That should keep our speed up, and we're looking good. Redneck Loving Life, how you doing, man? Good to see you. We're bending airframes up here in Montana. All right, before I look away here, fuel's good. All my pressures, the temps look good. Boost pump can come off. Yeah, yep. What's an autopilot? Yeah. So here's what I'm doing, by the way, guys. I'm because I'll be in Cleese here in just a little bit. I'm going to be right now. I'm actually getting my. I'm going to get my guys sorted out here. All right, actually, I'm going to get these guys sorted out, and
That's Squall Rock traffic, Skyhawk 514 Delta Victor's overhead at 7,500 descending. We're going to enter a left downwind for runway 5 at Squall Rock.
and then I'm going to figure out how I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to do random number generator, but I need to get this ready so that when I hit the ground at Cleese, I'll be ready to rock and roll. So there we go. So just so you guys can see kind of what I'm doing, I'm putting in. Here are the pilots that are participating in our flight right now. And I'm going to double check with Downwind Sim and make sure I haven't missed anybody. And if you guys that are watching right now see that I'm missing somebody, please let me know. And I'm just going to number these guys 1 through 7, and then I think I will just use random number generator. Yeah. Oh, I could do random name picker, I guess. I've never done that. We'll just do random number generator, and we'll end up just putting 7 in there, and when it's time to generate, we'll generate. Okay. So Kenny, am I missing anybody? These are the 7 that I know of for sure. There were 2 earlier that were flying that I actually was able to make contact with on X-Pilot, and they said that they were not, in fact, part of the group. So I have one of them said he was just kind of observing, and then yeah, okay. Well, I just didn't know if you had maybe been hearing anybody else. But there's a couple of other guys here. I can see 757 Spy is up there next to. I need to see if this guy's in it.
Squall Rock traffic, Skyhawk 514 Delta Victor's on about a 2-mile final, runway 5 Squall Rock.
Oh, it's not letting me message this guy. I wonder why. I don't think he's a part. He's going 278 knots. I think he's probably just flying. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know if he's a part of it or not. There's DPHL. There's Downwind Sim. There's Nils. There's Northwest Orient. There's me. There's Slan Alpha. I think we maybe have it. I think I'm maybe ready. So that'll be ready to go. All right. Sweet. Now, in the meantime, I need to get my head back on the swivel here because I have been letting autopilot fly me here for a little bit. 080, we're the first little bit here, 13-mile leg, is to get to the Phillipsburg, the town of Phillipsburg, which there is an airfield called Riddick, Uniform 05. And Riddick will be where we we should see a railroad as well as a highway running north and south. If we get that, we know we're at least heading in the right direction. Then we're just going to actually just stay right on that path, essentially. And it's been reported that there's a little bit of a pass between Phillipsburg and Deer Lodge, maybe. Don't know that I'm seeing that, but I think. Well, we're just gonna have to roll with it. We may have to do some terrain adjustments here, but as I take a look at what we have past Phillipsburg, it looks like there's a 9,000 foot and 9,600. There's a 10,100. We should be above all that. So, we'll be looking for the airfield. We'll be looking for this little lake. It looks like there's a bunch of little lakes in here. And again, the idea is to run into the interstate, and then when we run into the interstate, we're going to turn to the north. So even if we don't necessarily find Riddick, if we just keep going, we're going to hit that interstate at some point in time. It's kind of like when we're in Idaho and we're tracking the Columbia River. You know you're going to run into it at some point. So I'm not too hung up if we're not right over the top of Riddick. We're about 8 minutes, so I'm thinking that we should be, maybe this is the road. This could be the road. And if we are right on the top of Riddick, well then, obviously we're not going to see the airfield. It would be a default airport. So, I'm not sure. Not sure if that's it or not, guys. I do kind of have a feeling that this is the road. So I'm going to keep looking. I'll keep looking left and right just to see if I see anything. Yeah, I'm going to kind of make a report here. Riddick traffic, Pilatus 816. We are at 9,500 eastbound. Okay, so 9,500.
Traffic, Skyhawk 748 Hotel Sierra is at 9,500 eastbound over the highway about 5 miles south of the field.
Alright, so he kind of took a little southerly course. And so a little bit farther south than we are, kind of down there somewhere. So we never really did see the airport per se. You know what I need to be doing here, guys? Let's see. I got to have that view. That's not a bad view to have. That view, I could maybe do without that view. Okay, do I have anything? Not a bad view to have. Here's what I'm going to do. I want to set up. Let's set up, as long as we're flying with auto just for a few minutes, let's set up a passenger view or two here, just for the heck of it. Okay, of course you got to have your owner's view.
Kylie Ranch traffic. The Cessna Cardinal is going to make a right turn.
Oh, look at that view. Okay, so that's going to be that guy right there, and then.
Happy landing. Kylie Ranch.
Ah, so Mr. 757 Spy has found all of his airfields. He must have went the opposite direction. That's not a bad view either. Okay, that'll go. This will be right. This will be right here. Okay, so now we can go from our pilot in command to our owner of the plane to the other side. We got a couple of different views that we could take in. Not that we'd be looking at that, because generally speaking, we don't use the autopilot all that much. So, okay, so I feel like we're getting over the top of. This would be the Flint Creek Range, kind of getting back down to where things are a little bit lower. We'll keep it at 9,500 because we still have some 8,500 foot peaks to negotiate. And man, the more I look at this, the more I almost think, and I mean, it's kind of nice to go up here to Deer Lodge because then you know exactly where you're at. But if you're even close here and you could keep it going and you could pick up this little road, it'd take you right in. But again, how do you know if you're here or here or here? So I'm going to go ahead. But we do want to pick up, the power lines are going to be important. I just heard Steve PHL making that call. So I do think it's going to be best to go back up to Deer Lodge, head east, pick up the power lines, and follow the power lines kind of around the corner here. And you'll end up just south of Cleese. There'll be this little road that should take us right into Cleese. Yeah, I think that's the best way to go. So we're looking for, the next thing we're looking for here is the interstate. Interstate up to Deer Lodge. And the Deer Lodge City / County Airport. I'm out of high quality H2O, and I'm out of tea. I'm roughing it for you guys.
Please, traffic, Kodiak, final 30.
All right. 30, and as I'm looking at Cleese, yep, I think officially 11 and 28, but you know, basically he's landing back to the west essentially.
Squall Rock traffic, Scott 514 Delta Victor, departing on the southbound runway Squall Rock.
Okay. There's a power line. Still not really seeing anything that's interstate worthy. Maybe this is it coming up. I've been flying 070 this whole time, and I've wanted to be flying 080, so holy moly, I actually may be north of, gosh, I think I might be north of Deer Lodge. Yeah, and if this is where the Interstate 90 bends back, yeah, here's where I think I actually spit out. I think I'm up here where this I-90 makes this bend. So I actually need to take a right and head south. And again, that's my bad. I screwed up because I was wanting to track 080 and I actually was 069er. So I'm a lot farther north than I intended to be, which is okay. I mean, the idea was to be one side or the other. In fact, this kind of has that look of a town. And if there's an airfield down there with a single strip kind of running north to south, and we know yeah, that's not it. Deer Lodge is actually falls on the east side of the railroad tracks here, so I'm not seeing the tracks yet, but I do think this may be our interstate. Looking like a divided highway. I do think so. So we ended up a little further north, but like I say, not the worst thing in the world. If this is the interstate, we're going to go ahead. We'll come off of autopilot, and we'll get back on hand flying. Yeah, I think that's the interstate. I'm seeing two distinct roads plus a railroad track down there. Yep. All right, so, and that's definitely making that hard corner there. So we're gonna head south, and that could be Deer Lodge right there. Yep, and there's the airfield. All right, well, hey, we actually could we're supposed to go 085 out of Deer Lodge, so let's do that. At Deer Lodge traffic, Porter 816 at 9,500. We're continuing eastbound toward Cleese. Okay, so we're going to pick up a roughly, again, doesn't have to be right on the money. 085 kind of puts us right straight toward Cleese. It's 18 miles. We're going to be looking for the power lines, and I think we'll just The power lines are going to loop us down a little bit to the south, but they'll link us up to the little dirt road that takes us right to Cleese. So we're going to look for that power line. I see the power line. Right, that's got to be it. That's got to be the power line. Sucker heads off this way, right? At Deer Lodge traffic, Porter 816, we're on the power line heading, looping around to the southeast. Please. Oops, Deer Lodge.
Gotta love the power lines.
Nope, this is not the one I want. There is one here, sorry, that's, that actually, this one's going straight south. That's not the one I want, sorry. I'm looking at the sectional. I was just a hair early with my turn. So I've got another one coming up here. So let's get back on that eastbound track and lost a little bit of altitude. If I actually get on the power line, I can afford to come down a little ways, so that's not the worst thing in the world. All right. And Deer Lodge traffic, Porter 816. We're back eastbound. We picked up the wrong set of power lines. We'll keep heading in to the hills a little bit. And like I say, that this will take us around, kind of around the terrain a little bit to the south, and then we'll be looking for a road that'll take us directly into Cleese. Cleese is 6,300, so 78 would be a great altitude to be at. Runway 11 and runway 28, I think, is what it is. Yeah, there's an airfield in Wyoming that I've made that the power lines are like almost the only reference point. It's kind of crazy. So they are helpful. Now I'm not seeing this next set, which is kind of a bummer, but staying on that 085 until we do. And do I see? There's some power. Nope, that's just. Oh, I do see a little power cable. All right. There it is. All right. This is going to be hard to track in these trees. Very hard to track.
Police traffic, Douglas 43 Whiskey Tango 15 southeast for landing runway 11, please.
Kind of just barely see it right off of here, and then as it gets to here, it sort of just blends in. So I got the general gist of it, though. We're going to go back. We're going to go around the hill here. And then it sounds like actually Steve PHL is landing back more to the east. Which is okay. It was a bit of an easterly flowing departure, really, from the get-go. But I think the terrain has dictated a few changes in that plan. Now this one, I don't know. This could also have a terrain-related issue.
Skyhawk 748 Hotel Sierra is over the town of Basin.
Okay.
And over the highway, and we are going to be headed up into the valley to Cleese from the southeast. We are at 8,500 descending.
All right, so he's just in front of us, probably 3 or 4 miles, just about. All right, just about perfect. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised. Those guys are almost a little faster than we are, I think. You know, we've been about 110 pretty much all day long. And I don't know, those guys could get up 120, 130.
Did we lose everybody?
I'm not sure. I'm getting ready to draw here in just a little bit, though. When I get, I'm going to get on the ground at Cleves, and then I'll make my drawing.
I'll say it got real quiet. Everyone's concentrating.
Report for Whiskey Tango's, let's see, 12 miles to the southeast at 8,200 inbound, Cleese.
Okay, so we're picking up the road now. Is this the road that we're going? We should be, if it is, we should actually be heading back almost.
Yeah, Cleves was not a joke to find, man.
Almost due north here. Yeah, we're still heading southeast.
Looking outside, sectional, look outside, sectional, look outside, sectional.
Yeah, I was an idiot. I did that one first.
I get that out of the way, though. That's maybe not a bad strategy.
I don't know.
So there's roads cutting through here and there, but again, we should pick up, and actually we'll get semi-close to the interstate again here too. And that's the town of Basin that Downwind Sim reported is right on the interstate. So, you know, we're going to stay on the power lines, which we're on. We still see them. They're kind of trying to run away from us a little bit, but we're staying on those power lines. And we're looking for a highway. It cuts back, and if we hit another set of power lines that's running north-south, we've went too far. So that's kind of our turnaround spot here. And have I lost my power lines? Nope, they're still over there. They're still over there. I see them. 8,000 will be, again, a good altitude for us just to kind of level off for now. It's 7,800 is 1,500 feet above.
Skyhawk 748 Hotel Sierra is on the upwind. We'll make we'll make right traffic out of the valley for runway 31.
Has anybody seen those thunderstorms that should have been around?
Please, traffic,
They seem to have dissipated.
Yeah. All right, guys. So I'm seeing a road. This is
I couldn't see any bad weather at all. So
yeah, we got lucky, I think. Yeah, I think we were lucky. Now we're going again a little bit northeast, so we're kind of coming around, and so I'm expecting us to see the interstate should be maybe, I don't know, maybe we won't get close enough to see the interstate, but it's not too far south of our position. But we're looking for that. Is this could be, is this our, oh man, that could be our road, guys. That could be our road. I think, man, oh man, this is a tough call. This is a tough call. 8, I think this is our road. We're going to make the turn and see. We're going to go, we'll go take a look. Kind of goes into a, I mean, it's in a little valley.
Alright, Cleese traffic. 8 Hotel Sierra is on right base for 3-1. Cleese.
This does not seem like it's a valley. This seems like it's going uphill. Yeah, we're not quite going back. What would the heading be? Oh boy, we're really climbing here.
So concentrating, you didn't even hear me sneak in.
I don't have the power.
Please shower, Douglas 43 Whiskey Tango.
Yeah, not quite. That's not quite the road we want.
8 Hotel Sierra is on final for Cleese. 3-1 Cleese.
All right, guys, in the stream chat, I will be making the drawing here in just a little bit. I'm trying to get to Cleves, so appreciate your patience. I can't be more than about 5 miles away, but I am currently completely lost.
grab those power lines and head east, Brent.
Yeah, I'm on them, but I'm trying to figure out the road that shoots up north to Cleves, and I just took the wrong one. So I'm back on the power lines. Like I say, I don't think I'm too far away, but it may take me a minute.
Yeah, the power lines dip a little bit. You'll see they kind of come over a ridge and drop and then pop up again, and that's your left. It's just a dirt road.
Raj. Okay. Gotta be close. Gotta be close. Right? Gotta be close. Uh-oh. See, I think we've went too far, because here's a second set of power lines that are merging together.
Douglas 4-3 Tango is coming up the valley 3 miles up, I guess, on the final 2-8.
I got a bad feeling that this is, yep. Yep. I think I've actually gone a little too far to the east, because I've gotten to where the two sets of power lines are merging. So I'm going to head back west and see where it all went horribly wrong.
Yeah, me too. I'm out near Boulder.
No,
I'm
you're
around.
go a little further, I think.
Oh, really? Okay. See, I feel like there's another road that leads me kind of back in the direction.
Yeah, judges from your stream there. I think you got one more dip to go, and then.
All right. All right. All right. Well, all right. Here. Hey, Jeffrey. First of all, my man, thank you. Oh, there's the interstate. All right, so you're right. I'm not quite there. This is the town of Basin that I'm just about to. And thanks, by the way, Jeffrey. I'm really happy to hear that the power guys were able to come out, fix up your issue, and thank you so much for 4 months, man. That is wild, dude. Thank you, especially since my custom emote that I had ready for all the subscribers is apparently they're in no hurry to let me use it. So, all right, here we go. I think maybe this looks promising. We'll take our little turn. What my plan is basically just to go up every single draw that comes off the power lines until I figure out where the heck I'm at. So let's see. This is more promising though. Because it is actually going into a little bit of a valley. So it's like 3 miles. I mean, we're like right there if we're in the right area. Can you guys hear my engines yet? Am I in the right spot?
I think it might be one valley early.
Shoot. Yep, I'm not seeing anything. And again, I'm not going to go far because it's only 3 miles.
Can somebody shoot a flare for Mr. Leroy?
Yeah, I need all the help I can get. Okay, let's climb up and we'll kind of loop back. And again, just pick up the power lines, and we'll just continue to valley hop. I mean, at some point in time, we're going to get lucky. We're going to find this place. Firewall, full power, up and over. Not a big deal, right, for this thing. And again, I feel like we were right there by the town of Boulder, which is nice. So let's get back up and over this. Get back on the power lines, heading east. And Steve PHL helping us out with the assist. All right. Yep, with the assist. Guy's always looking out for us. He's the big brother I never had. Clearly I've needed. All right, so
Please traffic, Douglas November 341 Alpha. We're over Basin, and we're going to be making a straight in for runway 29er. Please.
all right, one more. Yeah, Cleese traffic. I think we're Porter 816. I think we're just a little north of Basin. We'll be looking out for the DC3. Yeah, we're at 6,800. If he's
Kaylee Ranch traffic,
he's
Skyhawk
straight in,
042, Whiskey Kilo, overflying Nevada Lake, flying to the east.
he may be coming
Trying to
right in
locate
front
a
of us here.
field for full stop landing, runway 01, Kaylee Ranch traffic.
That was on Discord.
Ah, god damn it. But now you know.
Well, it was certainly clear.
It only took me 4 traffic patterns to get down there, by the way. Okay, I don't want
We
the...
got a flight of 2 landing coming in with a DC-3 and a porter. This should be good.
Kaylee Ranch traffic, Skyhawk 042, Whiskey Kilo, overflying Nevada Lake
Still on
to the
Discord.
east, trying to locate the field, full stop landing to, I'm still, oh fuck.
I'm almost ready. Hey, bud, high five. I'll be right up. You do have a purple one. That's way cool. Should let the junior first officer try to land this baby. Alright, well, here's the next one. And I don't see the Douglas, so I don't see you anywhere, Will. So if I cut you off, I greatly apologize.
You're just off to my right, so you're just passing me now. Imagine that. Passing
Oh, there it
the
is.
DC-3.
No, that's not it. Oh, hey, I think we found it. Cleese traffic, Porter 816. I think we found the field, and we're going to make straight in. I think it's runway 22 or 28, Cleese. If I can get my speed down. It was. Well, it wouldn't have happened without... It would have happened without Steve's help, but it would have been a lot longer because I would have investigated about 4 more of these draws.
Traffic that was safe for an Alpha will be number 2 behind the PC-6, please.
Alright, full flaps. Boosters on, lights are on. Like 78, if you could give it to me there, please. Here we go. Somebody down there holding short, maybe, or is that just? It's just vegetation. We're gonna roll it all the way out to the end here, hopefully. Make maybe one good landing. $158. Not bad. We got to get out of the way here. At Cleese traffic, the Porter, we're clear of the runway. Sorry, that's my trim. My trim, let's get out of the way. 158, I think that's about the best one I've had, isn't it, Kenny? That might be the best one I've had today, so that's a good sign. Maybe we can look at the DC-3 up on the hill. That's awesome. All right. Let's hop out and we'll watch the other DC-3 come in. Oh, you already landed. Rats. Okay, we're going to power down. Not all the way down, but bring the RPMs down just a little bit. Bring the flaps back up. And it's time, you guys. Everybody been so patient. All right, on my stream, if you're not watching, I'm gonna do the drawing, and I will also, if you don't have my stream up, I will also narrate so that you know what's going on. So first things first, please take a look and make sure that I have everybody accounted for in the event today. I have Downwind Sim, Slant Alpha Adventures, LP Nils, Northwest Orient, Steve PHL, Wookie, 757 Spy, and myself. Am I missing anybody? All right, I will take your silence as a no. And Downwind Sim has been working with me to make sure that I do have everybody accounted for. And for some reason now I can't get that screen to come back up. Why? Oh, goodness. All right, so what I've done is these are in no particular order. I just basically just wrote them down as I just saw people in the chat or whatever. And so you've got a number 1 through 7. I'm going to come over here to the next tab, random number generator. I have the minimum of 1 and the maximum of 7. And without a drum roll, I'm just going to click the generate button, and whatever number comes up, congratulations, you are the winner of a Vertical Sim scenery. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Number 3. Number 3 is LP Nils. So LP Nils, congratulations. And I believe I have your contact information, Mr. Nils, so I will be in touch with you, and we'll coordinate that scenery from Vertical Sim Studios. And by the way, everybody, make sure that you stop in, and you can actually go on the X-Plane forums, and you can connect with Vertical Sim, or he does have a Discord. And just make sure that you tell him how much we appreciate him helping us out with this event. So congratulations, LP Nils.
Congratulations, Nils.
All right. Now, in the meantime, here's what is going to have to happen for me, everybody. And I hate to do this. I hate to do this. We have one leg left, but due to Junior First Officer request, I am not going to be able to make that leg with the rest of the group. So I am going to be actually signing off. I'll have to come check in with everybody else and see how their flights ended up. I, again, appreciate everybody that was a part of this. This has been a lot of fun. Downwind Sim, LP Nils, Wookie, Steve, thanks for the scenery. How incredible is this place with this scenery? This is really, truly a special scenery package, and I can't thank you guys enough for what you've done. And I really look forward to coming in here and actually getting a much closer look at each one of these, because there's all kinds of things that are here and there that these guys.
All right, so we have for the guys that went counterclockwise, which is what I did, we have one more jaunt to get back up to Bar E.
Yep. I'm gonna mute him for just a second while I finish up. But anyway, all of these sceneries have these little Easter eggs hidden around that are so much fun to discover, and I can't wait to spend more time doing just that. I'll definitely be back into this incredibly beautiful area, and so thanks again, guys. And of course, Vertical Sim, if you're watching this, thank you as well. And I hope you were at least able to peek in. I know you're super busy with your academics and also your other projects that you have going on, but we really appreciate it. I have most of your collection, and it is awesome, top-notch stuff. And so anyway, it's great to be able to throw that out as an incentive as well. Let me finish by telling you what's coming up on the stream. So I still have a little bit of unknown for next week. Tuesday we will be doing the Virtual USA Flying Club event. It's Fly the Big River, and we're going to be on the Columbia River in the Cessna 150, the V-Flight Air Cessna 150, flying out in the Portland area on the Columbia River. Fantastic spot. Thursday is still up in the air. I've got a few ideas, but I just haven't nailed anything down yet. And then Saturday, this coming Saturday, I'm hoping I actually may have a birthday party, and if I do, that's you know what, it's like a win-win. But if I'm done with the birthday party in time, it's the Boston Tea Party, and I'm going to be doing the Boston Tea Party. It's a poker run. I'm going to be doing that in the Epic E1000. So that's what I've got coming up in the next week, essentially. Oh, and 757, thank you for the raid, but I actually am closing up shop a little bit early. I've got my grandson needs me, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand off the raid. We're going to take this raid next door. And how about we raid Downwind Sim. He still has one more leg to fly, and he's a great guy. You guys are going to enjoy watching his stream. He streams in VR, so it's really really interesting to see what he does. But I appreciate you coming in, and somebody just punched also the follow button. Let's see. Paul R035, thanks for the follow and welcome to Prop Culture. I hope you enjoyed 757 stream, and 757 Spy, I hope you had a successful tour of the Montana mountainsides. I know you were just up here a week or so ago up in the Yellowstone area, so you're becoming a regular, man. I know you're a Billings kid and you like this part of the world, but it's good to have you along, and I can't wait to go back and watch your VOD and see how things went from your perspective. So let's head over to Downwind Sim. Take as many of you guys as I can over with me, and yeah, be a lot of fun to go watch him fly his last leg, and then I will see you guys on Tuesday. Have a good rest of your weekend, everybody. Be safe. Take care. God bless.